Alright, budget magic time. Trying to go infinite in Bant with Panharmonicon. And we'll keep this. This is fine-ish. We're going to need a land, but seems reasonable. Fortified Village, reveal the plains, and let's just get Thraben Inspector out there. Gives us a way to draw a card next turn, if we need to. Attune with Ether for our opponent. Gets a mountain, so some sort of energy deck. Land? Alright, there's a forest. Well, let's get in with Thraben Inspector. And since we drew a land, let's just Prophetic Prism and pass the turn. That gives us the mana for Rogue Refiner, although we might wait till after we get down Panharmonicon. We will see. Opponent has a Servant of the Conduit. Sure. And passes. We get a Servant of the Conduit. Well, let's play Sanctum, play Pious Evangel, gain some life, and pass the turn. So hopefully next turn we can Panharmonicon into double Rogue Refiner, maybe draw land for Servant, and we're getting pretty close to just comboing off. Also, gaining some incidental life is kind of reasonable against the energy deck, depending on their draw. Alright, Bristling Hydra for our opponent. Yep. Sanctum, we'll play the Forest. Next step, Panharmonicon. I love Panharmonicon. Pass the turn, hope we keep living. We are at 21, so there's a pretty good shot that we don't die here. Mountain for our opponent. Voltaic Brawler, get some more energy. Attacks with Bristling Hydra. Well, we're definitely chumping with Thraben Inspector. And what's the follow-up? Another Voltaic Brawler. That's pretty aggressive. Well, 1, 2, 3, play Rogue Refiner. Draw a couple cards, get some energy, see what we find. Also, gain a couple life thanks to double Pious Evangel. Servant and Eldritch Evolution. Well, play the Plains, play Servant of the Conduit, get a bunch more energy. Up to 25, and pass the turn. So we can Eldritch Evolution for something next turn. It might just be double Cloud Blazer, I am not 100% sure. I mean, the question is, do we just keep living? That is the other problem. Or we could just die. Opponent's up to a massive 12 energy. Attacks with everything. Well, let's just block there and block there. See what our opponent does. Alright, pumps up Bristling Hydra. Yup. Down to 17. Pious Evangel is still alive at the moment. Electrostatic Pummeler, kinda scary. What do we draw? There's Felidar Guardian. I think we go infinite here. Felidar Guardian, untap 2 lands. Yeah, I think we got it. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Felidar Guardian. Untap a land. Untap a land. Gain some life with Pious Evangel. And then 1, 2, 3, Eldritch Evolution, sack Pious Evangel, get another Felidar Guardian, and then this is where it gets fun. So we blink Felidar Guardian, blink a land. Next one triggers, blink Felidar Guardian, blink a land. Blink Felidar Guardian, blink a land. And then we're going to turn our attention to the Prophetic Prism. After we get our lands untapped. Oh. Alright, I guess that's all the lands we can actually untap. So now we got to start drawing cards. Blink Prophetic Prism. Blink Felidar Guardian. Blink Felidar Guardian. Blink Prophetic Prism. Draw 2 cards. So the end result of this is we are going to cast an infinitely big Walking Ballista. Blink Felidar Guardian. Blink Prophetic Prism. Another Eldritch Evolution. Draw a couple cards. Blink Prophetic Prism. Blink Felidar Guardian. Yep. Blink Felidar Guardian. Blink Prophetic Prism. Now we got to start tapping our lands. I wonder if our opponent's going to scoop. We have infinite card draw and infinite mana. So our opponent probably should just scoop. Blink Felidar Guardian. Now we're going to go back to our lands. Blink a land. Blink Felidar Guardian. Blink a land. Blink Felidar Guardian. Blink Felidar Guardian. Blink a land. Yes. So land untaps. Guardian blinks. Blink Felidar Guardian, blink Prophetic Prism. So draw a card. Draw a card. Blink Felidar Guardian. Oh, we got to do this order better. We have all these land untap triggers, so I got to click Felidar Guardian first. All right, that's where we were going wrong. So untap our land, tap our lands, blink Felidar Guardian, click Felidar Guardian. All right, now we got the order right. As long as we don't tap out. Oh, click Felidar Guardian first. All right, as long as we don't tap out, this is gonna work. Click Felidar Guardian, click a land. After we get enough mana floating, which I think is 40, which is a kind of a long ways to go from where we're at, then we can just draw until we find our Walking Ballista. Opponent said they know they lose, but they want to see what we actually do, so that's fine if they want to watch. So much clicking. We're getting there, though. I will probably have to cut some of this out, because you probably don't want to sit through this. It is sweet, but even with the new improved combos on Magic Online, still a bit slow. But we got the timing down now, which is helpful. We're up to 15 mana. Oh my god. We're doing it though. Up to 18 mana. Oh. Oh, this combo. Up to 21 mana. Getting close. Only hours of our lives disappearing. That's a sweet combo though. Blink the forest. Plus, this is the dreaded green-red energy deck, so I'm glad we're actually beating this deck for once. Blink, blink. It would be much faster in paper, where you could be just like, oh, I blink this a million times, make infinite mana, life is good. Magic Online, you gotta do each loop by yourself. We're getting there. We're close, though. We're up to 27 mana, so maybe like, 20 more of these? And then we still gotta find the Walking Ballista. Hope we don't misclick along the way. Our opponent is being very patient, which is very nice of them. I would have scooped by now. Oh, I clicked the wrong order. This combo. Oh, blink Felidar Guardian. 35 mana. So close. And then it's Prophetic Prism time. So it's still not even over. We have a lot of cards in our deck still. Alright, we're at 38 mana, which is enough. So we'll get one more mana. And now we will turn our attention to Prophetic Prism. So Prophetic Prism, Felidar Guardian, click in the other order, of course. Felidar Guardian, Prophetic Prism. Did not find it yet. But we're drawing 2 cards each time we go through the loop. We also gotta... Oh, I guess it's a May ability, so we could just stop blinking at some point. Draw a couple cards. Not what we were looking for. Prophetic Prism, Felidar Guardian. Come on, Ballista! Be close to the top of our... Oh, man, I keep doing this in the wrong order! Oh, my goodness. Seth, stop doing it that way. There we go. Click Prophetic Prism. Draw a card. Draw a card. Blink Felidar Guardian. Click Felidar Guardian. Click Prism. Just click the Guardian first every time if you want the other trigger to resell first. Draw a couple cards. Blink it. As soon as we find it, we can stop. We're getting close. Blink it. Draw a card. Draw a card. Ballista? Not yet. Click Guardian. Click Prophetic Prism. Draw 2 cards. Not Ballista. Watch it be the very bottom card in our deck and we time out or something horrible. Blink our stuff. Draw a couple cards. Not yet. We're down to 22 cards in our deck. Blink. Oh, I clicked wrong order. Oh my goodness. This combo. Alright, draw a couple cards. Ballista? Yes, we got there. Alright, let's blink a lad. Blink a lad. We have enough mana floating. Get rid of these triggers. Tap the rest of our mana. Oh, click all of our mana. This combo. Oh, that took so long. That's a Walking Ballista X21. And now we ping our opponent to death. Oh, our opponent said okay. Oh, my goodness. Alright, it worked! We got there, and we beat the hated green-red energy. Can we win another game without timing out? Probably not, but we're gonna try. We're gonna give it a shot. And, oh, yes. Oh, so sweet. What are we going down? Go down to Wisp Weaver and a Prophetic Prism. Try it like that. And we're gonna have to mulligan this one. Yeah, let's mulligan. Alright, that's more reasonable. Servant of the Conduit. Yeah, let's go to the bottom. We already have a decent amount of mana. Nothing really to ramp into. Attuned with Ether for our opponent. Well, Fortified Village. Tapped. Pestered. Mountain for our opponent. And passes. Well, let's Sanctum and Servant of the Conduit. Pestered. Oh, there's the Pummeler. Well, we can't just get rid of it, and we might have to. I would like to play a Rogue Refiner here, but letting a Pummeler live is just too risky. Get rid of the Pummeler. Play a Sanctum. Pass the turn. Next turn we can start playing cards, and at least we're not going to die immediately. Hopefully. There's an Ether Hub for our opponent. Another Pummeler. Well, now we're back on the maybe just dying plan. And passes. Play Lumbering Falls. Man, I would love to play this Panharmonicon, but they have 9 energy. That puts us dead to, like, any pump spell. So let's Rogue Refiner. Draw a card. And Thraben Inspector. Get a clue. And Pestered. Hope our opponent can't give the Pummeler Trample. There's a Forest. There's Larger Than Life. Alright. Opponent has their nut draw. Double Pummeler, million pump spells. We do not have enough ways to kill it, unfortunately. I guess we could bring in Negates, but it's so bad when they're on the other plan. Didn't we bring in more Stasis Snares? Oh, we brought in the Fumigates. Well, let's bring in Stasis Snare. Let's bring in one more Stasis Snare. Go down. One more Prophetic Prism. Try it like that. If we weren't on a budget, we'd probably have 4 Walking Ballistas, and that would help in this matchup. This hand's actually pretty sweet. No interaction, but we got Servant into Rogue Refiner, hopefully Felidar Guardian, Cloud Blazer, also no Panharmonicon, but a decent, interesting curve with some card draw. Forest for our opponent, and Attune with Ether. Gets a Mountain. Now, Plains, and Servant of the Conduit. Pestered. Alright, no removal. Attune with Ether. Oh, if they have, like, Shock, I'm going to be so sad. I don't know why they'd have Shock in our deck, though. It doesn't really stop. I guess it does kill some stuff, like Pious Evangel, but it doesn't really stop the combo that just beat them. Opponent passes. Well, 1, 2, 3. Let's Rogue Refiner. Hopefully draw a land. Not a land. Thraben Inspector. Pestered. Mountain for our opponent. And there's the Pummeler. Well, come on, lands! Lands, lads! Canopy Vista is tapped. Well, 1, 2, 3. Stasis Snare. Get rid of the Pummeler. Get in with Rogue Refiner. Play Canopy Vista and Pestered. Ether Hub for our opponent. Long Tusk Cub. Sure. That's not going to just kill us, most likely. Land? Untapped? Pious Evangel. How do we want to do this? Opponent could make the Long Tusk Cub pretty big. Well, let's play Thraben Inspector. Get a clue. 2, 4, 6. They can pump it 4 times to a 6/6. It shouldn't be able to kill us, though. So let's play a Servant of the Conduit and pass the turn. Larger Than Life on the Long Tusk Cub. Gives it trample. Opponent goes to combat, goes attacking. Now let's block with Thraben Inspector. It's not really doing much of anything. They don't have the mana for the double strike spell, which is good. Alright, Invigorated Rampage. Just gonna get in as big of a hit as possible by the looks. Pumps it. Pumps it. Alright, we take 10. Opponent gets some energy back. We draw a Servant of the Conduit. Well, 1, 2, 3. Stasis Snare on the Long Tusk Cub. And then let's get in for 3. And play another Servant of the Conduit. Pass the turn. Servant of the Conduit for our opponent. Yup. And passes. Fumigate's not great here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just Cloud Blazer. Draw a couple cards. Go up to 12. There's a land. Attack with our Rogue Refiner. And pass the turn. Larger than life on the Servant of the Conduit. Opponent goes attacking. Is there any way they kill us? 3, 2. I don't think they can kill us, so we'll take the hit. Down to 6. Follow-up is Servant of the Conduit, number 2. Let's not sack the clue. Let's keep our energy. Fortified Village. Well, Felidar Guardian comes down, blinks our Cloud Blazer, puts us back up to 8, draws us a couple of cards. We're a mana short. Play Fortified Village, tapped. Get in with Rogue Refiner. Pass the turn. Well, as long as we survive this turn, we should have it next turn. In some way or another. Larger than life on the Servant of the Conduit. Goes attacking. Well, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's just put everything in front of it. Even if they have the double strike spell, we're not going to die. Which is the main goal here. Alright, Invigorated Rampage. Does kill a lot of our stuff. But our opponent's down to 1 card in hand. Another Invigorated Rampage. But we survive! Good thing we put everything in front of that. We're at 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, let's play it safe. Pious Evangel. Gains us a life. Thraben Inspector. Gets us a clue. Gains us a life. Get in for 3 with Rogue Refiner. And pass turn. Opponent's down to 5, so now they're kind of on the back foot, and they were just empty-handed. Alright, Long Tusk Cub can get big. That might mean we need to Wrath. Opponent attacks. We will chump with Thraben Inspector. Eldritch Evolution. Alright, let's sack Rogue Refiner. Eldritch Evolution. Get a Cloud Blazer. Gain some life. Draw some cards. Play Prophetic Prism. Draw a card. There's Panharmonicon. Play a land and pass the turn. So we should be out of the danger zone again. Opponent goes to combat. Tags with both. We'll just block Long Tusk Cub. Pump, 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 pump. 6 power, 10 power. 6 power, 10 power, 11, 12. Alright, we're not dead to a pump spell, so we'll just block like this. Opponent pumps it. Kills our Pious Evangel. We drop to 9. Lumbering Falls. Well, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Felidar Guardian. Blink our Cloud Blazer. Draw some cards. Gain some life. Play the Forest. And let's just pass the turn. We can go infinite next turn if we want to. The problem will be us timing out potentially. Opponent goes attacking. Well, block and block. Another pump spell. Pumps Long Tusk Cub. This does not kill us, though. We drop to 5. Opponent passes. Well, let's Fumigate. Clear the board. Play Lumbering Falls and pass the turn. This game ended up going super long because of that combo. Opponent plays a land and passes. Well, let's sack a clue. Thraben Inspector. Meandering River. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Panharmonicon. Play a Plains. Play Thraben Inspector. Get a couple clues. Eldritch Evolution. Sack Thraben Inspector. Get Rogue Refiner. And Pestered. We're kind of presenting lethal next turn. And we might beat our nemesis, green-red energy. Opponent passes. Well, going infinite sounds sweet, but it's so risky because we're so low on time. So let's Lumbering Falls, attack with both, and do you got removal? They do not. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Well, infinite Panharmonicon with the longest combo of all time, going infinite in one game and just beating down and generating value in another. So taking down green-red energy, one of my least favorite, most hated decks in Standard. Not because I hate the deck is actually pretty sweet, but because I never can beat it. So sweet.